Landscape photographers rarely sleep in. They know that the best light is usually at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day. But every once in a while we get lucky, and those atmospheric conditions stick around until later in the morning when we're ready to get up off the couch. And thankfully for me, today just happened to be one of those days. Alright, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if it's your first time here, thank you very much for stopping by the channel. My name is Garrett Gillette. I am a photographer in the Midwest, Illinois specifically, about 40 miles southwest of Chicago. What I'm out doing today is just getting out. I had a day off today, and ironically we got a little bit of fog, which is pretty awesome because we never have fog, or not very often do we have fog, especially fog that sticks around, and this fog has been around all morning. So as you could see from the start of the video, it's 9 a.m. ish, and just now getting out to do a few images. So I'm at one of my favorite places in Kendall County. It's called Silver Spring State Park, and yeah, just walked up, and this is the first shot. Gonna shoot it at f11 ISO, like 100, maybe 80, maybe even 64. We'll see. Probably doesn't matter too much at that point, but just have that tree, as you can see behind me, framed up in the left third of the image with the fog in the lake taking up the rest of the image, kind of like, you know, your traditional minimalistic landscape shot. So yeah, sorry about the voice, got a little bit of a cold. Thank you, grandchildren out in New York, love you. Don't love the cold all that much, but yeah, so this is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to shoot this image, and then we'll keep walking around Silver Spring State Park. When I went to compose this shot, I realized that I had stuff that was too close to my subject on the right-hand side, so kind of had to crop into about right here to take the image. I wish I would have had a little more room to the right-hand side of the subject tree, but sometimes you don't get what you want. But I still like this image, and it's very serene and peaceful. And here's the same image in color. Not a whole lot of processing at all to this image. I think the only thing I really did was use a brush and do a little vignette in the foreground of the image. Kind of blurred it out a little bit and darkened it up a little bit just to bring the viewer's eye up towards the tree. Alright, so we got our first shots in the bag, and I just shot that at f10, f11, ISO is down around 100. I'll put it up on the screen if 100 is not correct. But one thing that's really good about this image is we have some separation from the main character in the image, or the subject of the image, and that's that tree. So we're going to have that in the left third of the image, the fog and the other trees and the lake in the background. So it's really important that we have that separation of the tree and the background, and we also have the separation from the tree and the sky. So without that separation, this would be not a very good image at all, because it would just kind of all blend together. So that's one thing you want to look for when you're out shooting landscape photography, is make sure that you're getting some separation between your subject matter and the background, so make your subject matter pop out much better. So, but for right now, I'm going to move over to this direction over here, because there's a walking path right here. So I'm going to incorporate the walking path along with the tree and the fog and the background, and that walking path might serve as a nice leading line, give a little more interest to the image. So that's what I'm going to do right now. All right, shooting this shot, I don't know if I like it as much as the first image. Too much stuff in the way, not a clean enough path, too much yuck. But I did shoot it a couple of times. The first time I really blew out the sky, so you got to be careful about that. You don't want to blow out the sky. If anything, you want to be underexposed because you can pull more out of the shadows. If you burn out your highlights, they're gone. You can't get it back in Lightroom or whichever software you're using to do your editing. So I shot it a couple more times. Again, the tree is the main subject of the image. Got the path, but I couldn't get as much of the path as I thought I was going to be able to get. So I don't know. You guys let me know. I'll put up both images side by side. Let me know if you like one better than the other. So, oh, and by the way, I haven't mentioned it yet, but shooting with the Nikon D850, which is what I typically use, and Sigma 2470 lens. So my lens of choice really for pretty much almost all the landscape photography that I shoot. My 2470, my 70-200, and I've got a 12-24. Those, some people call that the holy trinity of lenses. I don't really use that term, but you may have heard that term before. But that is the best combo of lenses. You're so covered. Any situation you get into, you're covered to get that image. It really opens up your creativity. And we'll see, maybe today I'll be able to use all three lenses, and if so, obviously I'll let you know. Speaking of using other lenses, I'm going to go to my 70-200 right now and try to get kind of like an abstract black and white, maybe color, I don't know. It's not, there's no color in the image as you can see behind me, but kind of an abstract image of the trees and the fog and all that. I just see in my mind's eye, I see the spindly branches at the top of the trees, and with the mystic fog and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I see it kind of as a cool abstract black and white image. So I'm going to shoot that now. Not exactly what I was seeing in my head, but still worth trying. Alright, so we got a few good images, I think, here at Silver Springs. I think I might take a quick walkabout around Silver Springs just for a few minutes, but then I'm thinking, let's get out in the country and see if we can find some foggy old barns to shoot. So, stick around. This is the first scene that I drove up on that I wanted to shoot, and I just definitely wanted some separation between the flag and the poles going off into the distance. So I shot it at 4.5 ISO 80, and my shutter speed was like 1/80th of a second on a tripod. This is such a common scene for me. I would rarely shoot this, but I love the trees off in the distance, so I did. All right, everybody. Hey, this is going to be the last stop of the day. I am literally on the railroad tracks, and trains come screaming through here. These aren't freight trains. These are just the super fast commuter trains that just come ripping right through here. So it's not the safest spot that I should be, but right across the street from Walmart and a bunch of little stores and fast food places, etc. I've been here a million times, and I've always said I should come out here one day, set up in the Walmart parking lot, and shoot this barn over here. But so today apparently is the day that I'm going to do that. Again, I'm sitting here on the tracks, and just like the light on the barn. I know it's a soft, diffused light, very, you know, still foggy. The foggy's kind of dissipated a little bit, but yeah, this is going to be the last one of the day. Going to get a few good shots. Right now I've got the 2470 on. I am going to switch to the 70 to 200 to get some closer up shots. There's a windmill, or at least it used to be a windmill. I think it's just the stand now. See if I can get in closer to that a little bit. But so, all right, well, here we go. We'll see what we can get. All right, everybody. Hey, thank you so very much for stopping by the channel. I really appreciate it. You all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And with that, from the railroad tracks right here in beautiful Kendall County on a foggy day, foggy December day, almost 2025. It's your old buddy, Double G. And I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.